here on Konyaaltı Beach in Antalya, Turkey, where we are now getting set for the individual matches. The Women's World Cup standings after stage one. Sarah Lopez on top with 25 points, followed by Linda Ochoa. Stephanie Sarai Salinas is third with 18 points. So there's your top three, and we're going to see one of the top three archers after stage one in Shanghai, and this is Stephanie Salinas of Mexico, who is 22nd after the ranking round, but still managed to get into this bronze medal match.
Yeah, she was shooting good. After I finished my elimination rounds, I was just checking out what the girls were shooting, and she was shooting really solid groups. She was shooting really great scores. So another time, she's at the second World Cup stage this year, shooting for a bronze again.
That's right. She picked up the bronze medal in Shanghai at stage one, and here she is back again in the bronze medal match. And today she will take on the veteran from Italy, Laura Longo, who was 41st after the ranking rounds, but still managed to get into this bronze medal match. She won her quarterfinal match by 6 points, then fell just 1 point short in the semis against Russia's Maria Vinogradova, who we'll see momentarily. But Laura Longo, a longtime veteran, and there's a good look at two of the men who've been so responsible down through the years for putting together the World Cup Archery Tour. Secretary General Tom Dillon, and on his right, Juan Carlos Holgado.
Yeah. They done a lot for archery, and we can say that now we're a beautiful sport that is beautiful to watch on TV, looks professional, and it's just amazing to what world archery has developed.
Juan Carlos gets to be a spectator today. Tomorrow he'll be in your seat.
Okay.
We'll put him to work.
Oh, again? Poor guy, he works a lot anyway.
We'll have to check his credentials and see if he's qualified. Oh boy, not the way you want to open a match.
No, that's not actually what you want to do. But
not what Laura had in mind.
No, this makes things much easier for Stephanie.
So Stephanie Salinas, who took a tiebreaker from Korea's Kim Yoon-hee in the quarterfinals before dropping a 2-point decision to Andrea Marcos of Spain in the semis. And Laura Longo, despite that 9, has given Stephanie Salinas a lot of room to work with right now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Laura has shot a lot of elimination matches and final matches so far, so she'll figure it out. She'll pick it up. But if Stephanie decides to use her advantage right now, it's going to be hard to catch her. And there's a 10.
Looks like it's just out, but the spotters on the other side say it's in.
I would say it's in as well.
So the third shot of this first end for Stephanie Sarai Salinas of Mexico.
So there's a 2-point lead at the moment.
Could have been worse.
It could have been much worse. I mean, that's probably what she thought as well when she shot that first arrow.
Yeah, when you open up with a 6, boy, that's when it...
That's rough.
That's rough. And that's when you really got to be mentally tough and very strong and competitive.
Yeah, and not to give up and just pick up your A game and do something. But it happens. It happens often enough to people.
And to her credit, she bounced back with a 9 and a 10 and only trails by 2, 27-25.
Yeah, so, well, basically only she knows what she did or what actually happened there. But there's still 4 ends to go. 12 shots, that's a lot.
And Linda Ochoa retrieving arrows for her teammate. Aido Roman up in the crowd, providing moral support for Stephanie Salinas, the 21-year-old who won the bronze medal at stage 1 in Shanghai about 3 weeks ago. That was a match that was tied at 27 after the first end, and Salinas then steadily pulled away to win by 4 points over Fatin Nurfateha.
9.
Well, Laura is sure making some fast shots.
Acomódate muy bien ahí. Empieza a empujar, jalar, espéralo. Totalmente controlado, fuerte. Sigue, sigue.
That looked really good and solid. And
under control.
Yeah, and was rewarded with a 10. Stephanie really takes her time, has the patience to do a really good shot.
10, X-ray.
There we go.
Buona così.
So Laura Longo.
Decisa che va bene.
Empuja, jala, fuerte.
With her
Ahí va
second
bien,
10
eso,
of this
fuerte,
match.
fuerte. Empuje izquierdo.
9.
Bien, bien, bien.
She was a little surprised by the shot, but okay, it's not that far off.
Differential after 5 shots.
15, 14,
So Longo not out of this one, not by a long shot.
9.
Only down by 2 before that shot. Of course, a 10
No,
right here by
she's-
Salinas makes it a 3-point
Empuja,
advantage.
jala. Crece, eso. Sigue, sigue. Sigue. Bien.
10.
That's a 10. So yeah, it's going to be a 3-point lead, yeah.
Just did catch that line.
Showing 9, but she's got 2 10s and a 9 down there.
Well, you know, sometimes that's all you need to catch the line.
Scoring.
You know, at the end of the day, you know.
You got to catch some breaks.
Yeah, you got to have a 10. It counts as 10. She caught the line. That's it.
We'll be shooting first on target 1 when we resume.
So 55 points.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 56. Because the spotters have said that Stephanie shot a 9 on her last shot. And now I think it's a 10 in the end, but we'll see.
Sale, ¿eh? Ok.
So unofficially it's a 2-point lead,
Yeah.
but it could be a 3-point lead. As we await the
Yep.
call by the judges.
Yeah, it's called a 10. They called it in.
All right, so it is a 3-point lead, 56 to 53.
Yeah, they rather make sure before they actually calculate what the score is. But that's no worry here. We have a set of really good judges here that make sure everything is according to rules and standard.
Italy's Laura Longo trailing by 3, shooting first in the third end.
11.
9.
Fuerte. Empuja, jala, creciendo, creciendo. Espérelo.
9.
Both are right, but I'm thinking no matter how this match goes, so if Stephanie wins the bronze or takes fourth place, after 2 World Cups, she has some really good points for the World Cup final. So she might be one of the contenders to go to actually shoot in Mexico. Right?
She was 3rd in the World Cup standings after picking up 18 points in Shanghai, and she's poised to pick up another 18 points.
Yeah, she has a good year and is proving to everyone that it wasn't just lucky or whatever people sometimes say that she got the bronze in Shanghai. She's really shooting well.
Llega, acomódate ahí donde es. Empuja, jala. Te doy un segundo, mucho tiempo. Fuerte. Sigue, sigue.
9.
Bien, 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 bien salvado.
And you can be sure the significance of making the World Cup finals not lost on her. It's going to be in Mexico City, and
Yep.
she would love, I'm sure, as all the Mexican archers would, love to qualify for the World Cup finals in Mexico City.
As the host, Mexico would get one spot anyway. But you know, it's not the same if you get it because your federation is the host country, or if you qualify for it. It's much nicer.
Let's hear it for your favorite shooter from
Ascolta, fai così.
Italia.
Allunga il follow through, ok? Specialmente col davanti. Allunga.
Stephanie Salinas
So
on
good
me.
look at Stephanie Sarai Salinas, who's come back after taking a few years off. She's 69th in the world. 3 years ago, she was as high as 26th in the world.
Nada más
She's
golpeo.
still quite young.
21 years old, yeah.
Yeah, very young. Makes me feel old.
Oh, Ivana Budin, along with the ancient Karl Archery.
Oh well, they're all just so young, and, juniors or just became seniors. And it's so
It's amazing what you can do with athletes this age and putting them on this stage and in this type of situation and how well they respond.
Yep.
Great shot by Laura Longo.
Così, uguale.
Yeah, you can really see how they develop into grown people.
Empuja, jala. Bien. Bien. Aún un poquito
Yeah,
abajo.
Stephanie's not giving up on this one so easily.
15, 14,
She had a 4-point lead after that
12.
third end.
Grande. Così,
Exactly.
così.
Well,
Niente di
but
più,
Laura's
niente di
picking up
meno.
her game as well, so she's putting some
Poquito
pressure
más.
on. So.
Eso.
Has a look of determination on her face, as does Stephanie Salinas.
Bien, excelente, excelente.
Yeah, Laura is one of those
Ahí está,
archers who
ahora
have
sí,
shot
Mike.
against her
15,
quite a
14,
number of times.
13.
9.
Ok.
Bien, está.
So after the 2 10s, a 9,
Poquito más. Eso.
and a
Fuerte.
chance
Espéralo.
for Salinas to go up by 5.
Fuerte ahí. Bien, Steph. Bien.
Just too bad.
Possibly a 10. Definitely at least a
So
9.
she'll settle for that 4-point lead.
She will get a 9 out of this one.
Muy bien, muy bien. Así. Sale.
Still, it's a good shot. It's just out. She's making good groups.
Miss Salinas of Mexico on target number
And
2.
is definitely dominating this match.
Longo of Italy.
4 points before the last end. This would be hard. I'm not going to say impossible, because I guess nothing is impossible. But
Nada más siguen empujando, siguen
She
very
would,
close to that.
she would need Salinas to miss a shot,
Yeah.
basically.
Or make a really, really bad shot or something. I don't know. But Stephanie's doing really well, so I hope she keeps up. She deserves it.
Se smette di correre lui, smette di correre anche tu.
She's slowly, steadily built that lead, just as she did in Shanghai, when she picked up the bronze medal at stage 1, along with 18 World Cup points, now vying to pick up 18 more World Cup points
Yeah,
if she
and
can
if-
hang on.
Dai,
If she
tutta
gets
avanti.
this, then she's at 36 points, which is mostly enough
Longo,
for
Italy, shooting first, target number
for
1.
the qualifying. So
15, 14, 13, 12,
Down to the 5th and
10, 9, 8.
what would seem to be the final end,
there was some wind
10,
there.
9 lighter.
just
Just
outside.
out.
The attack.
È buono, è buono.
I don't think George can see it very well
Contrólalo
from
ahí.
where he's
Empuja.
sitting.
Ahí estás.
Unfortunately not. It's actually
Ahí estás. Fuerte ahí. Perfecto. Ese sí.
I don't think there's any doubt about that shot.
No, that was a very well shot X.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
9.
Out high and left.
Igual, Steph.
So it's fading away for Laura Longo right
Yeah,
now.
what's,
Empuja
she
y
can just
izquierda
try
y
and do the
espera.
best
Sigue
shot she can
creciendo.
to
Empuja,
finish off
jala.
her match, and that's pretty much it.
Fuerte ahí.
Stephanie, that's
Cuatro.
struggling on this shot.
No importa,
8,
sale.
9,
No
importa, muy bien, sale.
out. Looks
Bien,
like
I
bien,
would say
bien,
an 8, but
It appears to be an 8.
yeah, but
almost certainly out.
14,
Párate fuerte.
she
Trade.
doesn't have to stress about that one.
11,
The lead was
Yeah.
so great before that.
Yeah, well, she still has her 4-point lead.
6.
Finishing with a 9.
Finishes with a 9. So
Ok,
Bellissimo gruppo lì.
basically,
dale.
Stephanie
Es
would
un
need
disparo más.
a
È
6
stato
to win.
comunque fatto possibile.
Empuja, jala.
Tieni.
Tienes mucho tiempo. Fuerte.
For
bien.
her
And she
second
gets an
bronze
X.
medal. Back-to-back bronze medals for Stephanie Sarai Salinas of Mexico.
Amazing shooting.
Strong throughout the entire week. Defeated Korea's Kim Yoon-hee in the quarters. Came within a couple of points of knocking off Andrea Marcos of Spain in the semifinals, but bounces back here in the bronze medal match. And there is your bronze medalist here at stage 2 in Antalya, Stephanie Sarai Salinas of Mexico. Doing what she did in Shanghai 3 weeks ago, picking up the bronze medal and picking up more points. Definitely going to be a factor and almost a shoo-in, you would think, at this point for the World Cup finals in October.
Yeah, I would expect that. Well, it always depends how what other archers do, how the points get